Elisha was a prophet, a man of God, but the king of Syria wanted to kill Elisha because the king of Syria was always making these plans and trying to set up camp to ambush the Israelites. But every time he would have war council and make plans, God would reveal to Elisha what his plans were, and Elisha would tell the king of Israel, and the Israelites would be spared. Well, the king of Syria was mad, and he was like, I'm over it. Who is this guy Elisha? Where is he? We're going to capture him. So the king of Syria gets his entire army and goes to where Elisha is staying in Dothan in the middle of the night, and he surrounds the entire city with the army. The very next morning, early, Elisha's servant goes out, and he sees the entire city is surrounded by the king of Syria's army. And he goes back in and he says, Elisha, what are we going to do? And Elisha says in 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 16, do not be afraid, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them. And then he prays again for God to open the servant's eyes. And when the servant looks on the surrounding mountains around them, he sees in verse 17, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. I love this story so much because it just encourages me. There are a lot of times when we feel alone. We're walking through something that is scary or difficult. Maybe you're having one of those days today. You have a scary meeting with your boss, or you have an aging parent who's going through something really difficult, or there's a bad diagnosis, or someone is grieving, and you feel like you're alone. But God, with his army, has come and surrounded your camp in the middle of the night and made plans you didn't even know about while you were sleeping, with his chariots of fire and his horses ready to show up and fight for you. Because God tells us that when we walk with him, when we serve him, all things work together for good to those that love the Lord. He's here and he wants what's best for you today, and he's fighting for you even when you can't see. Be blessed. Happy Monday.